Ladies and gentlemen, this is Blue Maxima, and I'm here checking out PlayStation Vita Pets. PlayStation Vita Pets is a game where you raise a puppy and take him on adventures. God, I never thought I'd be saying that. Considering that this game is a bit of a children's game more than anything else, I'm going to attempt not to use any profanity in this video, so every time I hear myself saying a swear word, I'm going to slap myself on the side of the face. So we're going to go and load a game. Basically, the door there is the new game where you go and adopt a puppy and you have lots of voices shouting at you. And on the right is your load game. I've tried both a male and a female dog. Both of them are as odd as each other, but we'll get into that in a moment. As you can see, I've got a grey husky here, and I've completed 25% of the game, which is a bit odd, but it's not that big of a deal, I guess. I mean, the game's pretty short if you judge it by how long I've played it. I don't have a counter for how long I've been playing, but I've easily put like 3 hours into this, so this game might actually be fairly short. There is actually a sort of completion system in this game, and we will go and have a look at it. It's not like Nintendo's where you have lots of items to go collect and you can always take your dog out for walks and go for long distances. It's more of an adventure game with a dog customizing minigame on the side. It's a bit weird like that, but we'll talk about that in a minute when the game loads. This game has long load times, but they don't come up that often, which is an alright balance. It would be nice if the load times were a little shorter, but it's fine. So, this is my house. My house is amazing. And we have a little puppy here. I'm going to turn this up a little because this might be a bit quiet. He talks in his sleep. We'll wait for it to do it again. Won't be long. Or maybe it will be. We'll just wake him up.
Hey. What's up, pal?
Hey, buddy. Aren't you just a little creepy talking dog? Yes, yes, you are. You're a creepy little dog, aren't you?
Okay, let me get a good look at my new best.
So as you can see, my giant ass fingernails covering the camera. We'll just skip that. You have to get that done the first time, and I was in actually pretty low light when I first played this game. So I ended up, like, having real trouble taking my first photo, which was a bit odd. So this game has controls, like any other game.
Anytime now. I think I'm gonna get straight.
Alright, we might as well do this. So, if we hold this, our finger on the screen long enough, there'll be blue circles, and that's the acknowledgements. That's the acknowledgement circles. And then if you hold them for long enough and do gestures, you get into things like games.
Hey, come on.
Now listen to this. This is kind of creepy.
That's it. Yeah. Oh. Oh yeah. Ooh. Oh boy. Yeah. Oh, right there. Oh, I love a good scratch.
If you can't find this as particularly creepy, close your eyes and listen to it.
Spot. Oh yeah. Ooh. Yeah. Why don't you try another spot? Oh yeah. That's dog heaven right there. Oh, that's good. That's very good. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's it. Oh, right there. Little to the left. Yep.
Yeah, this is a bit creepy, isn't it?
Yeah.
To be fair, this could have worked out really, really well. I mean, sometimes the dog sounds perfectly cute and fine, but then it comes along to something like this, and it just feels really needlessly creepy. Especially when you have a girl dog and you close your eyes and ugh. I was talking to a couple of people over TeamSpeak, and all I was doing was playing this audio through the TeamSpeak chat, and they were freaking out. One person just left the channel entirely once I said I was going to do a female dog. It's ridiculous.
Oh, that's it. Hey, thanks for that.
So yeah, you'd play these little mini games with your puppy, and they give you buddy points. Buddy points are your sort of progression in this game where they're like experience, but they don't give you levels. They give you things like toys and stuff. They give you toys and customization items. I've got a few. Alright, come here, bud. Okay, I'll just throw it over there. And he goes off to get it. And he comes back with it. And you can play all sorts of these neat little mini games. Like there's a... Alright, but I think we'll stop playing this for the time being. Just wait for him to come back with this. I'll just drop it. The signal I don't want to play with it anymore.
Tug Toy, the strength builder for dogs.
And there's a Tug Toy there that you can play with. We might play with that in a bit.
Drop, pal.
You can use either the analog stick or the touchscreen to change your camera angle. There are some places in this game where it's more viable than others to use the touchscreen and vice versa. So, it's a bit odd in some cases how the control works, but I'll explain that in a minute. You got a shower over there, which is a shower mini game. You can come over here for tricks, a shop, and what appears to be a journal, but you can also do that through this menu down the bottom right. But we'll get to that. And you've also can check your money here. I don't have that much, but it'll be enough for demonstration purposes. And we've also got the shop over here. We might as well go have a look at the shop for the time being. And if we go have a look at the shop,
Some shopping till we're dropping.
you've got accessories and outfits, and you can buy them for coins. And you can also see down here things like this hippo suit, which looks absolutely adorable. I need 2,400 buddy points for it, though. You get buddy points for doing heaps of stuff throughout this game. Like, you'll have 1,000 before you even get out of the tutorial. You've also got things like toys. Toys are very important because they actually increase your skills, but we'll get to that in a bit. I keep forgetting that you have to tap the buy button here to get back to the selections. You got your food and drink, your accessories for home, and your poop bags. Might not be able to show off poop bags because my dog hasn't taken another poop yet outside of the tutorial. That sounds like one of the weirdest things that I would never say on this channel. So if we go to this down here, we can check our inventory, which includes all sorts of different accessories here and some dog food and water and another Tug Toy.
Your dogs for a walk, right?
Yes, I do. You can also pick up items when you're on an adventure.
Get cleaned up before I put that on.
I guess we'll take him for a shower anyway. Oh, no, I don't think we'll actually bother. It's a long mini game. So there is a fair amount of stuff to customize and do. You can also send him in there.
Saw some cool looking Tug Toys.
And he'll also bug you a lot about Tug Toys for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe it's just this dog's personality. You can also go and feed him and give him water, and it gives you buddy points. So let's actually check out this stuff down here other than the inventory. You can also drop stuff on the ground like the flying disc. We've got more mini games to go play as well, so we can go and do that. First here we have the journal. This is the journal of Cosmo and King Rufus. This is actually the game's story, and it tells you about all the game's stuff, like the tunnels and the statues and other collectible things. It also tells you your main goal, which is to go and find all of the king's dog's stuff. We've also got this here, which is the trick book, and we can teach him all sorts of different tricks. And as you can see here, there's all sorts of different little tricks you can do, and you have to get buddy points for some of them. Also, we can do something like this. Calimero. Calimero.
Okay.
See, there he is.
I saw some cool looking Tug Toys in
You can call him with voice activations and stuff, and you can do that for some of the tricks as well. I don't have most of them mapped out, but I do have one mapped out that I can demonstrate and use the L and R buttons to bring up the microphone. Sit. 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 Calimero. Calimero.
Sure, no problem.
Sit. Sit.
Hey, you know, owners should take their
Sit.
dogs for a walk, right?
Sit.
Yep.
Come on, sit.
Okay.
Sit. Okay, that's weird. I don't know why it's not doing it now. Oh well. It is a little bit inaccurate, and sometimes you'll find that you'll have to do the voice tutorial a few times over, even if you swear you've said it exactly the right way. And over here, this is the outside area. It's kind of odd because you can actually... Yeah, you can see my recording setup back there. If Find the flat surface with some detail. Unfortunately, we need a bit more light for this. Can I tilt my monitor down and get some more light going? How's that? Yeah, okay, I get it. Is that working? Is that working for us? I don't think it is. Shame. Come on. I get it. I get it. Jeez, they pop up the tutorial messages so much. What a waste of bloody time. Okay, I guess that's not working, but it works the same way as you would expect any other AR game. You don't need the cards for it, thankfully. But you can just, you know, have him on your bed and catch balls on your bed and stuff like that. It's nothing too amazing. Alright, let's go outside. So you can come out here and you can do more toys, and I believe there's also a digging minigame here. Good opportunity to show it off now before we go out into the adventure world. There's also a door over there that can take you to Frisbee, which is a bit weird. So the idea of this game is that was actually really quick, but the idea is that you have to tap areas on the ground to get your buddy to sniff around, and that also brings up my experience area for sniff. Your dogs have several stats in agility, in pulling, in catching, and in digging, obviously. And a piece of junk you can sell for money. That's the best way to get money in this game, just go and dig up stuff, because you can get like 1,000 coins really easily. So there are different stats in this game. If I just gotta remember which one of these books it is. I think it's this one. So as you can see here, you can find King's Insignias, which are those statues. And you can also see my photos up here that I've taken of my buddy in all sorts of different poses. See, this game can be really cute, except the voices kind of set it off a bit, but thankfully... Oh yeah, by the way, if you can flip pages here and see, here's my skills. My tug skill is at level 1. My sniff skill is at level 2. And it's actually pretty easy to get these up. Like, sniff was really easy to get up. I just kept digging for stuff. And as you can see, there's more things. And you've also got fastest times on all the mini-games and just this buddy log. Time played 2 hours. Okay, that'll do. And you can find all this stuff here. So it's got a fair amount of stuff to do. All credit to it for that.
Tug toys are great.
So let's actually go out into the world now. Hey, what? Damn camera, I had to snap back over there. Alright, let's go out into the world, buddy. Haven't had to slap myself yet. Oh yeah, there's one thing I should probably point out before we continue. If you don't like the dog voices, you can come in here and turn them off. So as you can see, speech volume, you can turn that all the way down. And you can turn the subtitles on so it just looks like disembodied thoughts. It's better than having those voices, that's for sure. Then again, your children probably won't be annoyed by it. This is just me, I'm a 20-year-old lunatic. So, alright, what we're going to do now is go and have a look at the Overworld. The Overworld is a bit different. This is also where the game's performance starts to drop dramatically. I don't know why it feels the need to drop so heavily in this area, but what do you know?
Okay, let's do this.
So we're going to go and have a little bit of a dig around, and I'm going to get out the map once we're done here. So as you can see, the main area of this game where you want to go and find money and stuff is to come here and just start digging up stuff right away. Everything you find that you can sniff and dig at, you have to sniff and dig at if you want decent money. More fish bones. Wonderful. I keep finding this. Who keeps burying these? Is there some cats running around that I don't know about?
Someone else, it could be treasure. Let's try to sell it in the TV store.
The voice acting's actually pretty talented, I'll give it that. They picked some good voices, it's still just a bit creepy when you give them the scratching minigame. Alright, so as I said about the camera controls earlier, it gets a bit weird around this point, and that frame rate drop is the game, not my kit. The controls get a bit weird. You can move with the analog stick and you choose what direction you want to go in. You're on a fixed path. So as long as you're looking at the path you want to go in, hitting forward on the analog stick will take you forward. It's a interesting system. It's just the camera control gets annoying because you can't control how high your camera is with the buttons. You have to do it with the touchscreen. So you have to be constantly looking around with the touchscreen where you want to go exactly. Also, my camera's flying all over the bloody place. You can also find sticks to chuck to your buddy, it's alright. Now, if we go to the map, This is a map of the areas I've discovered so far, and it appears that I'm not going to be able to go much further without unlocking the graveyard. But what we're going to do is we're just going to travel around this place a bit and just have a little bit of a look around. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to use the tunnel here, which is nearby, to go to the area that I haven't been to yet, so I contain a little bit of extra surprise about this area. And admittedly, it's fun having a look around these little areas and telling you and listening to your buddy find yourself some dig areas and finding a stick, and it is a fun little adventure to go on, even if it's a little bit slow and kind of lackluster.
Sounds like he lived through a lot of trouble.
Also, he's a lot smarter than he should be for some reason. All right, let's go into the tunnel.
Cool. Let's do it.
But still, it's a charming little adventure, and it's got a nice style to it. We can travel here to the cemetery. I can't open the cemetery door yet to show off one of the game's major puzzles, but that is a bit of a shame. I hope I can go further than just the cemetery, because if not, I have to go back and grind up my pulling skill, and that would be kind of annoying after a while. But still, I imagine the major puzzles are nothing really difficult. It hasn't been anything difficult so far with all these silly little mini games and puzzles. This is a game designed for children, and I can't argue with the idea of the puzzles being easy.
Please.
So using a tunnel has earned me some buddy points. I imagine a good way to grind buddy points would just be to go back and forth, but who knows. Alright, so I imagine this is the way I want to go if I want to discover new stuff. That would be right. So let's go this way and go on a little bit of an adventure while I talk about the game. There are all sorts of little mini games hidden, like the discus throwing mini game, and look at that little squirrel there. It's a little bit undetailed, but oh look, an insignia.
Another insignia. Let's collect
That's convenient. But yeah, it's nice and fun to just run around and get more buddy points and get more things to buy, go play games with your buddy. I don't want to call it a Nintendogs ripoff because it really isn't. The adventuring sense of style to it here is probably the best part of it. Come on. I think I have to tap on the actual... There we go. The adventuring part of this game is actually really fun. It's a bit kiddie, sure, and it's a bit easy, and many hardcore gamers will get through it in a couple of hours. Like, one of the people I saw who owned this game on PSN profiles actually got this game finished within like 2 days. So, you know, it'll be a pretty quick game to finish and play, but you know, if you give it to a kid with only half an hour a day to play it, you'll probably have some fun with it. So yeah, you control this bit like a camera app, and the photos you take here actually get saved to your PS Vita photo app, so you can actually rip the photographs if you like.
this pose would make a good
And you can change his pose by tapping on him.
like this. I can pose like this.
It's got a lot of different poses.
This is my good side too.
Blonk.
Maybe like this.
See, that's just adorable. That looks absolutely adorable. It doesn't look the best, like in sort of PlayStation Vita graphics capabilities, but it looks so cute. And I love it. It looks so adorable. But still, the voices would freak some people out. But again, you can turn them off. It also has that side effect of, like, Cosmo's journal, King Cosmo's and Rufus's journal. Wrong book, whatever. But those long paragraphs of text you saw earlier in the video actually end up being voice acted, and you can't exit until they're done. So if you've got the voices turned down and you come back along and you find one of those things and you can't exit out of it, it's like, what the hell's going on? And then you... Ow. What the heck is going on? You just end up sitting in that book for a little bit, and it's a bit odd, but not a huge deal. Little beachy area? What's back here?
Hey, let's not forget the statue. We should check it.
Hey look, another insignia. Who would have thought?
Look, it's an insignia.
Alright, so let's go and get it in a photo. Go on, buddy.
Okay.
And there are some major puzzles, obviously, but I obviously haven't discovered them yet. I would like to play them, but for the purposes of this sort of video series, which is a bit of you know, let me try that again. Which is a sort of form of first impressions. I haven't been to the puzzles in 2 hours, so first impressions obviously doesn't really cover that. Maybe if I spend some time grinding up his tug skill, but that would mean I'd have to go around and dig the same places over again, and might get a bit grindy after a while, but, you know, for the first 2 hours it hasn't been that bad. It's probably one of those games that you're meant to play in like 20-30 minute bursts and then just pick it up and put it back down, but it serves its purpose completely fine. Is there anywhere else we can go at this point? Not really, not by the looks of it. We can go back and play the exercise minigame, which might actually equal one of the puzzles later on. Might as well do that. But anyway, what I've played of PS Vita Pets so far is actually really encouraging. It's a fun little game where you can go and play with your buddy and do all sorts of things and just have fun. It is a fun game, and I can't argue with the prospect of this game being fun. I wonder if I can get through this gate. I probably... What's he doing? No, he's just having a drink or something. Go over there.
Yep, looks good.
The dogs are a bit of a chatterbox. Come on, open it.
No way. I might look big.
Yeah, I have to be tug level 2. That's annoying. Because that means I'm pretty much blocked off from the rest of the game until that gets done.
Hey, now you're thinking like me.
But still, this game is fun. It's enjoyable. It's fun to play all the mini games with the dogs. Alright, so we're at the tunnel, so let's make a leap for the other tunnel. And we'll go and play the exercise minigame, and we'll end the video off there.
I wonder where it leads. What is that slimy thing? Yuck. I mean, cool.
Son, my face hurts now, jeez. Alright, come on. Yeah, as I said about the loading times, they don't come up much, but when they do come up, they're pretty annoyingly long. So out of curiosity, is that a good way to grind buddy points? Apparently not. You only get it once per day. That's a bit weird. Alright, let's go home then. And we will play the obstacle course. So yeah, this game is fun. It is a little ball of fun in a bag. Just turn off the dog voices if you're a little bit creeped out by them. Apparently there's some sort of statue I'm supposed to be going after, but I've explored every bit of this area, so I imagine I have to go through the graveyard. Oh well. We're going to play the obstacle course. And I know for a fact we actually have to turn the Vita upwards the other way. There we go. Okay, so now we have to basically just drag this lure around the obstacle course for our buddy. And we have to send him through specific obstacles that we'll actually get warnings about when they show up over here. And he ran right through it, so we're going to lose time on that. But yeah, this game is fun. There's a lot of little things that you can do and explore. There's a lot of silly things that you can do with your friend, and it is fun. Okay, so that's stage 1, 40 seconds. Is there any qualifier to go to the next stage? New best time. Hooray. I actually missed both hurdles the first time around. So yeah, I get a bit more on the agility, and I'm being kicked back for some reason. I guess I have to get higher levels in order to do that. I don't know. But anyway, that was a look at PS Vita Pets. We might as well go home at this point.
Hey, can you wait? Hey, don't go without me.
Oh, fine. You coming? Where are you? Oh, there you are. What you doing? Silly dog. It is fun. It really is. It's probably not something I'd recommend to the fan of Killzone or what's the other game that's coming out this week? Hyper Dimension Neptunia PP, but I mean, if I had a kid, I'd get them this for their Vita. Sure, this is actually quite fun to play.
Oh boy, a sniff game. I love this,
Oh.
and we're good
Apparently I managed to tap on the sniff game through the door. That's... Wow, I'm finding bugs all the bloody time, aren't I? And bloody is not a swear word. I'm not slapping myself in the face again. It's fun. This has been Blue Maxima checking out PS Vita Pets. I wouldn't recommend it to any sort of hardcore gamer, but if you've got a kid who might enjoy it, or if you're a fan of childish things, or you want to listen to some really confusing, really weird dialogue, then you can pick this up. I think it'll be a full-price retail game. My email didn't tell me exactly how much this is going to be in America. I know it's going to be a retail game in Europe, but I don't know about America exactly. I imagine that's a sort of hint to get a really strong Tug Toy so I can get my get my Tug up to level 2 so I can get through the graveyard door. But oh well. This has been Blue Maxima, and I'll see you all next time.